Okay, we're talking about what is your favorite, I don't know why that book is there. I don't know either. Favorite after credits zinger. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about, you go see a movie and, you go see a movie and you wait, the credits roll, you wait for the credits to roll. And what happens? Some movies, they put a scene after the credits. So, what is your favorite scene after the credits? What we call the zinger. We're going around today, we're asking people what is their favorite zinger after the credits. When the movie ends, there's a scene after the credits. So go ahead and call in. Our name on Skype is Mega64 Podcast. You can call in and give what is your favorite scene after the credits. So we can start. I guess we could start with ours. What would be your favorite?
Mine's a more recent one, and I didn't really like the movie that much. It was okay, but I still think the risk of putting Howard the Duck after the credits.
I knew you were going to say that.
Like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
The movie was okay. I don't need to see it again or anything, and I don't.
It was
really,
all right.
Like,
it was okay.
It was okay. But seeing Howard the Duck, a failed movie from was it the early 90s or the 80s?
86.
Really, late 80s. Yeah. Seeing that, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
That's the first one that came to my mind.
That was a good one. I thought that was... I won't say that's my favorite, but I will say that's my favorite probably of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And it's funny because so many people I know were like, oh, what a letdown. You know what? No, I'm actually going to change my answer. I loved that Howard the Duck was there. My favorite... I never saw... It took me fucking years, but I never saw Avengers. Any of the Avengers movies.
I've never seen them either.
And then another one that I kept hearing was disappointing was the Avengers had an end credits thing. And everyone said what a letdown it was. And I couldn't disagree more. I think that was their best one. In the movie, they go through so much hellacious shit. Like, to defend the city. I mean, they get worked in that movie. And they're like, and then, whatever, like Tony Stark, he cracks jokes and he's like, when this is all over, I know a place that has really good shawarma. They keep making jokes about like, we got to get a hot meal after this. Just jokes. The movie ends. It's climactic. It's big. The movie concludes. The credits. And then the last scene is it cuts to all the Avengers in costume in the shawarma restaurant. Just... I mean, it's that long where they're like practically asleep over the bowl.
Yeah.
I thought that was legitimately funny. No joke. And I always bash the Marvel movies. I always,
I don't
whatever.
see very many of them,
that got me. I was like, hey, that was pretty clever.
That's so much better than like, ooh, what's this character from a sequel setting up a sequel?
Exactly.
Oh my God, it's Thor's hammer.
I don't need previews for the next movie.
Nope.
Sometimes, once in a blue moon, I guess that can be exciting, but I don't look for that every time. That made me laugh. So I like those. However, I'm going to say I think the best after credits scene, I think because it was the first of its kind, because I don't think people had really seen it at the time, and it's not maybe that clever now, but you got to factor in when it came out, is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Do you remember that one?
I don't.
The whole movie, see, they never did this back in the 80s, back then. But you go through the whole movie, and then the long-ass credits, and at the end, Ferris Bueller, the whole movie, he talks to the camera.
I know, I don't remember it as soon as you said
After the credits, he walks back out, he's brushing his teeth, and he walks out. You're still here?
I do remember that.
Go home.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Go home. Today, that's not that funny.
Yeah.
But at that time, that's
the equivalent of knocking on the screen.
Yeah.
It's doesn't fly now, but
exactly. Yeah. But at the time, it was like, oh yeah, why did I watch that?
Yeah.
So hey, that they got me. So go ahead and call Mega64 Podcast on Skype and tell us yours. Actually, is Skype working? It is working.
I know I'll think of one that I like more than the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Our name on Skype is Mega64 Podcast. Give us your favorite zinger at the after the credits. What's your favorite after credits scene? Of course, another one that I'm trying to think of other ones that were good. You know, a lot of times, as we said with the Marvel ones, they would show it. You know,
Yeah.
this person's going to be in the next movie, or
Yeah.
whatever. The only movie I could think of that went the next step was The Matrix.
They showed the
When
whole trailer for
the
next
second
movie.
one came out. Literally, the trailer for the third one debuted for the first time after the credits, and I almost prefer that to how Marvel does it, to be honest, because then at least it's a commitment. It's a, hey, well, it's a different situation too. You already knew there was a third one coming.
Yeah.
Here's the fucking trailer. No tease.
Yeah.
Here's the actual trailer.
Didn't Back to the Future do that as well?
Actually, you know what? Yes.
You're
right.
I forgot about that. They showed the third one, like, because they filmed it at the same time.
Yes.
And so...
Actually, and that might be a better example, because if I recall correctly, it almost wasn't clear, like, is 3 coming out? Like, I think in the news they were filming the sequels, but I don't think people really knew what the deal was.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the credits roll, to be continued, da-da-da, and then suddenly it's the shot of...
It's not even after the credits. It's like...
Old West, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, whoa, we got another whole adventure
and then
coming.
it's coming summer 86, like, no, like 89 or 90.
Or 1990?
I think it's 1990.
That got me excited. I'll admit, you know. I almost prefer that to the, like, trailer in disguise almost, like they do now. Marvel movies are like, look, we got this guy. You know, like, that's been done so many times. Just, you know what, at this point, give me the damn trailer. You know what I mean? Just give it to me.
Exactly.
But I will say, I did like that when Back to the Future did that. I was excited. Some say it caused Back to the Future fatigue, where the second one was kind of heavy. Like, I love number 2, but it's kind of Back to the Future overload.
Yeah.
And then when it goes to the 3 trailer, it's almost like, oh my God, enough. I can see that. But personally, I was jazzed. I was like, give me more, give me more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's up to you to decide. Other people out there. Just my 2 cents. We had some people call in, and now I've just missed them. I missed them all. I ignored them all.
I'm trying to think of other movies.
Someone in the chat said Dodgeball had one.
Dodgeball had one that I didn't know had one till, like, I'd been an adult. Like, wait, there was one after the credits.
Yes.
The only reason I liked Dodgeball is I love seeing.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but it's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
But if it didn't have Ben Stiller as the villain, I would have never seen it.
100%.
The only reason I like that, I like it because he's that in Heavyweights. He's that in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
I love it when he is a jerk bad guy.
Yeah.
I love seeing him like that. I don't even like his movies in any other regard except for when he's that character.
Yep.
And that's why I saw it.
He is the Heavyweights guy again.
Yeah, that's it. It's the same character. Yeah.
And well, for me, I did like that after credits scene because, and this is going back a little bit. At that time, around 2005, I think it was when that came out. I found for my friends. I mean, maybe it was a big video and everyone else saw it. I don't know. But I found a video online that I kept trying to, you know, today people try to rickroll each other, whatever. At the time, I found on, I think it was E-Bombs World, I found a video of a very, very, very large woman online. It was almost like bad cell phone quality video.
Yeah.
And they play, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And she is like almost naked going, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Like, jiggling all herself around.
Yeah.
And I kept linking that to my friends to kind of like, hey, did you see what's going on with President Bush? Like, what the latest with it? And then they click that and it'd be that.
Yeah, that was all over the place.
So that was my favorite thing to do at that point in my life. And then when that movie came out, all my friends went and they were like, Rocco, you need to see the after credits scene. I'm like, what? And they're like, just come see it.
Yeah.
So they must have seen that video because it's that.
Yeah. Basically reenacting that video with Ben Stiller's character.
Nowadays, it's like, to recreate a viral video in something. But back then, the internet was still not as culturalized, whatever you want to say. And so that was like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway. Let's talk to Harrison.
Yo,
Harrison,
how's it going?
what's happening? What's your favorite after credits scene or zinger, whatever you want to call it?
Uh, this is a recent one. About a month ago, Christmas break, I played all the Metal Gear games. I know it's not a movie, but those have some great zingers.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because at always right after the credits, it's just audio.
Yeah, always.
And in Metal Gear 3, I mean, Metal Gear 1 has a good one too with Ocelot. Yes, Mr. President.
Yeah.
That's like out of nowhere. But then in 3, when it's like, no one knew. Well, spoilers.
Yeah.
Any of the 80 people watching haven't played it. No one knew I was Adam the whole time. And then it, pretty standard, but then da 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 hits you with
Yeah.
that.
The noise makes it.
Yeah.
That got me.
I do love the like James Bond noise there. Is it weird? My favorite James Bond movie is Metal Gear Solid 3: Snake Eater. I do not care about James Bond.
I've never really
at
seen
all.
a James Bond movie.
But
in a
there's
while.
lots of Bond references in it
Yeah.
and like
Starts with a James Bond like
ties.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Mhm.
I love it more than actual James Bond. I have just never cared about Bond.
No. Last time I saw a James Bond movie, Pierce Brosnan was James Bond. So
Yeah. Only one I have seen in a theater was Skyfall. Everyone told me to see Skyfall, and it wasn't a bad movie, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I still don't care about Bond. Gold, what was it? Live and Let Die? There's one where they blow up a guy, like Bond. There's a Bond movie. People at home, answer this question. There's a Bond movie where they defeat the villain, sorry, spoiler, by inflating him at the end. And it is one of the worst effects I've ever seen. I want to say it was Live and Let Die. But like he's in a pool and they jam an inflation thing into him and he blows up like a balloon and pops. And it is like
Is he human?
Yes.
That's
looks
so stupid.
It looks, I mean, Kevin, you don't even know how bad it looks. You can't possibly comprehend.
Goldfinger had bad effects too. I think
that is
I remember
Live and Let
watching
Die.
all of
Okay. The one reason to watch
that.
Live and Let Die is you'll have your mind blown for two reasons. One, that ending. It is on YouTube. You'll find it. But the second thing that will blow your mind is you will be stunned how hot Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman is. She is in that movie and it's just like, oh my God. I've never seen anyone that hot. So you'll have your mind blown 2 times.
I remember watching Goldfinger, the whole movie going through, and then the end laughing. I don't remember how he died, but it was the same kind of thing where like an effect so bad. I think he fell out of a plane or something, but
yeah, something
it was
like that.
so bad that me and my family are just laughing at it.
In Live and Let Die, they almost like zoom it in and crop the film to where you can't tell what happens to him. I mean, it is like, oh man, have you seen it?
I can't find it yet. I don't know really like what to like. How to narrow it down.
I'll
and search.
find it. Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find it. People at home, find it for yourself as well. Bond, Live and Let Die. Death? Yeah, I think it's. Hey, I found it, Kevin.
Yeah.
Epic death scene. Oh, it's a pre-roll. Anyway, we'll find these. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll let that load up in the moment. Anyway, so Harrison, you're kind of talking about Metal Gear. It's not really a movie, but we'll allow it.
Yeah, it works.
Thank
Games
you.
can do it too.
Those are very
okay.
movie-inspired games, so.
I can't show this on TV, on the air
not allowed.
because it is copywritten, but we are going to watch it together. Harrison, thank you for your call.
Bye.
Everyone, if you want to call in and share your favorite post-movie credits zinger, feel free, call Mega64 Podcast on Skype. Here it is. Ready?
Yeah.
So he's wrestling this guy. There's a shark in there.
Okay.
And then he grabs his oxygen thing, or there's some inflation tool that he has, and he jams it in his mouth and makes him swallow. See? So he's forced to swallow it. Oh shit! What? What?
Oh my god.
Is that the worst effect you've ever seen? Oh my god, that looks awful. Anyway, let's talk to Max Racer. Max.
Hey, what's up, Rocco? Hi, hey, Kevin. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Hey, I have a quick question. Before Marvel movies, what do you think was the reason why anyone would bother even sitting through the credits? Like, for me, I kind of don't do that. I always suspected that you kind of feel like you you're kind of giving back to the movie and paying respect to the people who made the film by
Sure.
sitting through the credits.
Sure.
But okay, so I mean, I
Yeah.
just never.
I think we were just talking about that.
Hmm.
Kevin was saying you stay to the end.
Always.
And for me, you know what? It's not even a matter of thinking about respect. I don't just passively enjoy movies or books or music or whatever. If I enjoy it, I really enjoy it. And I bought the ticket, I'm staying till the end. You know, because I like even just the sheer act of John Williams music playing over the credits, I'm staying till the end. That's how I feel.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. So, I just have something else to add. I think I'm gonna move pretty soon, but I'm moving to a small town where they don't have a theater. Do you think that's a
What?
bad idea?
They don't have a damn theater?
I'm pretty sure they don't. I mean, they might, but what do you think? Like, do you think you could live without going to movies or?
I guess I could, but I mean, to not even have the option, I
Yeah.
would feel like trapped.
Yeah.
Sounded bad. I would bail.
Well, you know what? I care about what you think. So, hey, thanks for
All
taking my
right.
call, man.
Sounds like he's out. Wait, what's your favorite after credit scene?
Dude, I wish I could give you one. I like Wes Anderson movies because of the credits. He always has something playing in the background, but
Yeah.
that's it, man.
Yeah.
Like all I can think of is maybe the bloopers, any sort of bloopers. I don't know, dude. Like I said, I don't really
That's
stay till the
understandable.
end of movies, but I will.
That was-
They haven't had bloopers in forever. At the
No,
credit
it's
scene.
been a while.
Yeah.
And Toy Story did that excellently.
They did.
All right. Well, hey, thanks again, man. I am enjoying the MLK stream a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your call. Okay. Go ahead and call in. Our name is Mega64 Podcast on Skype. Share your favorite after credits zinger. There was a point in the late 90s where movies actually, from Toy Story on to
Yeah.
like the late 90s, I feel like they kept putting bloopers. Like there was a trend of that continuing over and over.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically when episode 1 of Star Wars came out, it ended and my dad said out loud, "Are there going to be wacky outtakes?" And that made people behind us laugh. And I don't know if he was serious. Anyway, so yeah, that was a trend for a while. There was a point, I will say this. Movies, I don't need to see the bloopers. I feel like after a movie, I'm still like
Yeah.
decompressing from the food.
And this
film.
was a day where bloopers never really came on anything.
Yeah.
And now they come on. If they have them, they'll put
Yes.
them on the Blu-ray or the DVD.
Yes.
You don't need them at the credits.
Yes. One exception I could say, and it's not a movie, it was TV, is after a few seasons, Power Rangers started doing that.
Really?
Where the end credits were raw blooper footage. That was great because that show should not be taken seriously. And so you'd have even a serious episode, they'd go to credits and it's just rubber monster shit breaking. Oh, what the? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to attack. God! And they'd have to do, that
Yeah.
made that funny. That
Japanese blooper?
That was funny. No, all
Oh,
American.
American.
So that was funny.
Yeah.
For a movie, don't need it. And I feel that way about a game too. Like, I had beef with, I gotta be honest, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but Bioshock Infinite. I really loved the story in that game. And I loved the ending. But then it immediately goes to credits and it's like them in the studio, like, jamming. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I was not ready to, like, I had not decompressed from that fucking dense ending yet. You know what I mean? And that really bugged me. When it went right to that, I was like, no, I'm not feeling your flip video footage from the studio. I don't want to see that right now. And I feel like, I mean, DMC was a goofy game, but I feel like even that, it went right to like behind the scenes at the end. And it was like, I just beat it. I don't need to see that yet. I'll seek that out if I want to see it. That's how I felt. Let's talk to son of MHack.
You're talking to him.
Hello, son.
Hello.
You know, I don't think I turned... All of these calls have been audio, but your video, and I don't think I turned the video on Skype.
So
Is
you
it worth
actually,
it? Should I get up to turn it on, or should we just keep it audio?
audio works for me.
I think it works fine.
All right, audio.
You helped me remember my favorite after credits zinger. Actually,
Yeah.
Has Master Vile really won? You decide.
What's that from?
Did that happen in Power Rangers?
That was one of the blooper reels you mentioned. It was like when Master Vile was messing everything up for them, and they're all looking at the orb. And in the end credits, like Tommy's like, "Oh, are we screwed?" And then he decides, he points to the audience, breaks the wall. And
Tommy
everything.
did look at the camera and go, "You decide." Yeah, that was pretty.
That
funny.
was really
That
great.
made me laugh. I also remember there was one where there was an outtake where someone went, "This sucks," and that was at a time where I never heard "sucks" on a kid show. So I wonder if that just slipped by. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah,
We're not talking about that. We're talking about film.
I found a website that had lists them, and the Bye Bye Man does not have an after credits zinger.
The what?
The Bye Bye Man.
The Bye Bye Man
Bye-bye.
does not have an
No.
after credit because I was hoping for like a hello.
Yeah.
Like after
So
credits.
if you make it like
hello.
through the movies, you don't even have to make it through the credits. You can just leave right when you sit down.
You meet the Hi Man.
Yeah.
So zinger. So it has to be like something quippy. It can't be just like an end credits sequence.
It could be anything really.
Because I'm a fan of like that new thing they do with their credits where they'll actually make the credits like produced. They'll add graphics to it and stuff and like whatever it fits the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
I like that in Pacific Rim. I liked that. The first one I could think of that did something like that was Akira, where at the end of Akira, it takes you through like this tunnel that's kind of like almost like 2001. And you start seeing galaxies and stuff zip past, and just him just declaring to the universe, "I am Tetsuo."
Is that during the credits or after the credits? I can't remember that.
It's like literally like part of the credits.
Okay, man, I don't remember that.
Because it goes from that to the credits with galaxies and stuff zipping by as we presume that Tetsuo has gone to some higher place.
Yeah, okay. Man, I don't remember. I don't know. When was the last time I saw that? That's funny. I can't remember that. But I like sequences like that too.
The Blu-ray is awesome if you haven't seen it.
I remember Tomorrowland was really good about that. That movie at the end has all the kind of like 60s futurism. Like it's zipping through like Space Mountain looking shit.
Yeah.
That's been sitting on my shelf and I haven't watched it yet. I should
really
sit
good.
down and watch it.
Yeah, check it out. That was a good movie. It's not perfect, but it was good if you like that kind of stuff. So
I'm trying to think of something else.
Yeah, what else?
Then, end credits zinger. It's like it's such an interesting phenomenon to even think about how much that came in, and it is kind of a throwback to old movies. Yeah, how they would say James Bond will return and things like that.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, even though it wasn't a zinger. Just kind of the hopefulness in it with Groot and everything.
We have a new guest here, son of MHack. I'm cutting you loose.
Oh, it's Sean.
Well,
Alicia's cut. We have a new guest here. Sean, go ahead. Your favorite after credits zinger.
oh, it's tough. There's so many good
top
ones.
15. Go
Well,
ahead.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure you already covered this. You hear the music?
It's not mine.
Sorry, my phone's playing.
Listening to
It's
What are you
it's
listening
Slipknot
to?
here.
it's Adele. It really is. Sorry. That's why I put my kids to sleep. She falls asleep to Adele.
Yeah, I'd definitely fall asleep to that shit.
She does, and so that was, I guess. Sorry. The one that's my favorite is got to be Iron Man. We should already cover that, right? Like for me, the experience of the
Avengers
crowd, and then the
Initiative.
people started making out in the theater because they were so excited.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that was so dumb, so stupid, and but that was a great moment in my life.
we made fun of that for years.
We did. But
yeah, that was like the first.
but what's your legitimate?
Oh, a
like you
legitimate.
actually like that was a cool thing after the credits. That was dope.
I don't think that exists. What about when they showed the preview for the new Matrix movie after?
We
were
talked
just
about that,
talking
yeah.
Okay.
That two movies have done the impossible.
Yeah.
And I almost prefer, I just said this, but Marvel movies, they play coy. Oh, look at this thing that's going to show up in a future movie. Like, you're just trying to hype me up for the...
Absolutely.
Let's stop beating around the bush. The Matrix just gave you the damn trailer, but even before that, and better executed, Back to the Future. 2 ended... How can they get out of this to be continued?
Yeah.
Da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, cut aerial shot of the Old West. Da-da-da-da-da,
Yeah, they do show that, don't they?
Yep. And that was part of the movie because when you play it on Blu-ray, it's still there.
Yeah.
Oh, because
They didn't cut that out.
I didn't okay, because I obviously didn't see that in theaters.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was in.
It was actually in theaters, and
Whoa.
and I was telling him, hey, that pumped me up. I was like, they're going to the Old West, and like I was saying, some people weren't into that. Some people felt like it was overload. It was like because already part 2
was
is
so
dense.
fucking.
There's so much going on.
Here's
Gonzo.
this
Going
and
all
this
over
and
the
this and
place.
this and this,
Yeah.
and then it was like, okay, guys, all right, but I liked it. Personally.
Yeah. Huh.
So
Interesting.
that was a good one.
But I'm trying to think of like what was it that we just watched that had was it Westworld?
Yes, that
And that was a surprise. I didn't even know until you told me to go back
I've never
and watch
seen
it.
a TV show.
The
do
season
an
finale
after
of
credits
Westworld had that,
Yeah.
which was a cool scene.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why I was in the show, but it was neat.
Yeah.
So I guess Westworld, because everything else I'm thinking of is like nothing's been cool.
Do you remember when you and Matt wanted so badly for me to see the one after Dodgeball?
No,
My
God.
milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Remember that?
No, I don't.
I found a video online of a very large woman doing that.
Uh-huh.
Like I think she was naked.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then they
Brings all the boys to
recreated
the
that
yard. And
video.
it was
At the
Ben
end,
Stiller
yeah.
had gained all that weight.
Right.
Fucking Chuck Norris, and he did that.
Yeah.
I remember actually being like elated after that. I was like, "Wow, they saw that video
They
too."
saw that video. That was before like viral videos.
Yeah,
Exactly,
YouTube
yeah.
wasn't out.
YouTube
We just
wasn't
talked
there.
about that. It was like that was special.
They
then,
found that
yeah.
on E-Bums World Like Us, and
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of cool. Yeah,
Totally.
that was because now, yeah, that guy's surprised that there is a Westworld end credit scene. There is. So
Yeah.
see, no one knows,
Yeah, everyone misses it. It's
Yeah.
just a little
and that
deleted
it's
nugget.
nothing that adds to the plot really. It's just like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
all right. I don't know.
Yeah, it
But,
actually kind of technically does.
You know what? You're right,
But
it
it's
does.
not like it doesn't die without it.
No, obviously, but it was still a great episode.
In
But,
fact, it doesn't die at all. Hint.
oh fuck, spoiler.
Now you know what happens.
Kevin, you spoiled the whole show for
I
him.
did. Ruined it. I've only seen the first episode on a plane.
Really? Did
Yep.
you like it?
Yeah.
It's good.
Good. I don't know when I'm going to see the rest.
What
I don't
episode
have
was it? The
HBO.
first one?
First one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last episode.
Yeah, I've seen the
That's all I
finale.
can-
I'm going backwards. Hey, that was me with Metal Gear. I played 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was fucking moving. I wish I knew the rest of the story.
So you played
Yeah.
3?
What?
Did you play 3 next or 1?
After 4, I think I did 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I think
You did
I
do
remember
one.
you got the GameCube version of 1 because
Yeah.
that's the best version and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you played 2 and 3. And
Yeah, I think I went back and did 1, 2, 3. And 3 was like, well, that blew my doors off. Time to play 4 again.
for some reason, most video game series, I start with 2 when I was younger.
Yeah,
I don't know
a
why.
lot of people, yeah.
Like Silent Hill 2 was, I got to check out this game, and I
Yeah.
love it. And then I played 1.
Yep.
And same thing for Metal Gear. I played Metal Gear 2 first, then I played 1. And
Yeah.
Resident Evil, same way. I bought Resident Evil 2. That was
Yeah.
the first one I played.
I
and
played
then
4
1.
first.
I played 4 first as
I
well.
watched a lot of people play 1 though.
I played 4, and then 5, and then a half an hour of 6, and that's it.
Man, the next one is next week.
Is it really?
Next week, yeah.
I don't know if I'm excited about it. Are you
I don't
excited?
know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of
Are
it.
you're excited.
I want the reviews to come out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited to see the reviews, but I mean, I have already played the demo 20 times.
Yeah,
Just to
it,
find
it just
everything and
seems
get
like, it's so not Resident Evil
Yeah,
at this point.
And you know,
Like,
I appreciate they're doing something different.
Me too.
But everything I've seen has been Alien Isolation with scary hillbillies, and I'm not pulled into that. I just feel like shit's jumping out. If there's more to it, a lot more to it than that, I'm in. You know, if that's in there and it's just one thing or it's just a section of it, fine.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at with it right now.
yeah, I can see that.
I want people's full opinion to come out.
Yeah.
Then I'll check it out. It comes out the same time as Yakuza, and I've been waiting for.
I've
that.
never. I have the Yakuza. What's the one that was free on PlayStation Plus a couple months ago?
Probably 4.
4. I have that one. I've never played it, but I've always been interested in those. But I've
Yeah.
never gotten around to playing
They're
them.
fun, but there's always a new Yakuza coming out.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of pick and choose the ones that, you know what I mean? Like 4 came out and I fucking loved it, and then 5 came out and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna set this one out. And 0 is now I've been away from it long enough that when 0 comes out next week, I'm excited. It's on PS4.
They didn't release an HD version of 1 and 2, did they? In America,
No.
I know in Japan they did.
In Japan, they straight up remade 1.
Really?
Like a new game remake out of 1. And that was announced for here.
Oh, it was.
That's going to be out later this year and then early next year.
Do you need to know? Because I've never played any of them, and obviously the 0's the first before any of it, right?
Yeah.
So, but should I jump in with 1?
I played 4 with no context. I felt fine.
Okay.
I was fine. Let's talk to Dan Beaver.
Damn Beaver.
Hi there.
Hi.
Dan Beaver, favorite after credits stinger, zinger, binger.
You know, I know that you guys already said the Ferris Bueller's Day Off was a favorite, and I gotta say I liked how Deadpool kind of paid homage to that.
No, that's what it was. I'm not telling you to go. That's what it was. He tells everyone watching. He's like, "You're still here? Go."
Oh.
And I was saying at the time that was revolutionary.
That was.
A movie never did that.
No,
And he was like,
that's
"What?"
funny.
Like, go. You have nothing else to do.
See,
go home.
that's funny now. I mean, then.
Yeah.
And I give
Now
him
it's been
respect
done.
now, but
Yeah.
now it's been done.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
But I kind of thought it was cool that Deadpool at the end it kind of paid homage to that or homage.
Oh,
But,
I didn't see
What did it do?
I don't have a best or a favorite one, but I do have the worst in my opinion.
Okay.
What's the word?
Okay.
Deadpool.
Another one with Matthew Broderick was that shitty Godzilla movie.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
What was the
Oh!
after credit? I never saw that
I
movie,
vaguely remember. What was that? Was it like a footprint?
All right. Spoilers if anyone cares about that.
No one cares.
Nobody does.
But they blow up Madison Square Gardens and everything, and so they destroyed all the eggs and whatever. But at the end of the credits, it comes back in on Madison Square Gardens. Everything's blown up and on fire and just torn to shit, and then it zooms in on one egg.
That's right.
That didn't get blown up, and the egg cracks open, and there's an eye, and then a little roar, like they were.
Yeah,
The-
that's right.
Oh, a
Because
sequel.
there's some they're making it. Get ready.
Yep, it's coming out still.
It's still gonna come out.
Yeah.
Right after
It was
Super Mario Brothers
Godzuki.
movie. 2.
Godzuki.
But
No shit.
Godzuki and Scrappy Doo can go fuck themselves.
Oh my god, Scrappy Doo is the worst. The absolute. If Scrappy Doo was on, I would turn it off. Like, there's no fucking point in watching this.
Remember the theme songs for both were annoying. Scooby and Scrappy Dappy Doo. Scooby Ooh. Kill all them. And then remember Godzilla had a cartoon. Godzilla, da-da-da, Godzilla. And it was like badass. And then it would go, and Godzuki. spooky.
Yeah, that's right.
Da-da-da-da.
That's right.
Shut the fuck
And then he'd
up.
show up and oh yeah. I
Why
do
did
know
all
that.
those Hanna-Barbera shows feel like they had to include some gimpy ass?
I really don't know, but that's why I don't fucking like Hanna-Barbera
No,
cartoons.
I've never
I
been-
never did either.
Eric
Yeah.
likes them.
Yeah, I've never
I don't
been.
get it.
Well, okay. Now Eric is into. I can't speak for the rest of his interests.
Wacky Racers.
Wacky
dude.
Races.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of that one was okay.
Yeah, never
It was
really-
different than
I
the
never
other
gave it a
one-
shot.
The other ones were in a formula, but I liked that, and I did like Hong Kong Phooey. I'll throw him that one too.
You know, I did watch Scooby Doo though. I did. Scooby Doo.
Fuck.
I didn't
Scooby-Doo.
really watch
I
Scooby-Doo.
hated Scooby.
But when you know, what I used to like was a pup named Scooby Doo. I used to like that show.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was.
I
like,
think I
when was
gave it
little
a
kid.
shot, and I couldn't.
It had a similar charm to Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies, I really
I
liked.
liked Muppet.
I
Yeah.
liked Muppet Babies a
did.
lot. And I mean, obviously, I was very young, but I did fucking like Muppet Babies.
The best thing about that show is they'd open the door and TIE fighters would fly by, which is great, and why you'll never get that on DVD now.
Because of TIE Fighters.
I mean, they open a door, TIE fighters fly by, they close it. There's a scene where they go to a restaurant and Ferris Bueller is there, and it actually cuts to Ferris Bueller's Day Off footage of it. I don't know how they got the rights to all that shit.
I don't know,
but
not anymore.
I used to like the Jetsons, I guess, and the Flintstones, but once I figured out the Jetsons formula, I stopped liking
yeah,
that.
it's all just.
But the Flintstones I thought were pretty good.
There were some Jetsons that I liked because it was futuristic.
Yeah, and
stuff.
I've always loved that era's version of the future.
Yes.
I've always liked that. It's always been charming and
Yes.
cool. So
but Flintstones, I kind of never, I don't know, never connected to that one. I didn't hate it, but I was like,
but once
all
they
right.
added Pebbles and Bam Bam, were they always in it?
think they were always in
maybe they had got new kids after that.
They
There's
added
some-
an alien.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. The
The
alien.
fucking alien.
The fucking alien. I knew they added something. Yeah, that thing sucked. Why do you have to add things? Just have the fucking show.
Spice it up for kids, I guess. I don't know.
I guess, but like a lot of shows do that where every time they add a kid, it's like, oh, this show's ruined.
Yeah.
It's over.
They would always do shit like that.
I can't
Yeah.
think.
Fuck.
I can't think of one show that added a character that was like,
weird
oh,
character?
you know what? There's one. There's
Okay.
one show that did this.
Okay.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because the first season, Danny DeVito was not in it.
Oh,
And then all of a
that
sudden they
worked.
added him, and it's like, why the fuck is Danny DeVito in this?
One could argue Breaking Bad. You could argue added Saul Goodman,
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk.
But
And
was
I
he,
would
was he
say
a main character?
he
Like,
was once after he got
Yeah.
after he
Really?
showed up.
Integral
Yes,
to the
and I
Because-
would say that made the show
because
better.
once they add Danny DeVito, it's like, oh, he's just like almost the star of the show at this
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
But that one worked out.
Yeah.
That was there's two.
Yeah.
But everything else, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it.
There you have it.
But hey, thanks guys. You keep it up, and Rocco, you scared the crap out of me earlier.
Why? What'd you
What?
do?
Why?
Yeah, what'd you do,
can't-
Rocco?
Oh fuck! You scared me. Where did you come from?
I was out delivering mail all day, doing my job, and I was at a mailbox, and right as I was pulling away, somebody
What'd they do?
Yeah.
just comes in and screams, "Fuck!"
They did
Hey,
that?
Yeah, Rocco,
I didn't
why
do
would,
that.
Why would you do that?
Why you blame him? I just did that.
Was that-
Oh, okay.
just
I'm
saw
sorry. Credit where credit is due,
It just
Garrett.
happened. Why would you say
Yeah.
don't?
Well,
when it
don't
already
give
happened?
don't give me credit for something that happened before. I just did that now in that was
Wait,
a
you were
real
on the
time.
job?
That was a
Yeah.
real
Now I'm
time
all
event.
confused.
Yeah, who did it?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a postman.
Mail
What?
carrier.
Yes,
Mail
I am.
Carrier.
So was it USPS?
Man is demeaning to post women.
Yes, USPS. I'm a
Okay.
rural carrier, but not a. So I actually drive my
What-
own car from the passenger seat.
Oh,
What's the most
weird.
illegal thing you've done as a mailman?
As a government worker.
Like, you ever tamper?
No, no.
You ever like do cool stuff with IRS documents?
No, I wish I
I
wish
wish
I
so.
had something super awesome and cool, but
Something rad to incriminate myself in the future.
I-
But unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, can't think of
No,
anything.
but
You're
I-
a wise man.
I love driving out in the middle of the country and like just doing like just weird driving stuff that no one's ever gonna see or know. Like just like especially now I'm in Minnesota, so we got a bunch of snow and slush, and so whipping
Oh.
like Casey Huey's out on the road because
Oh,
You got to get through all that: rain, sleet, snow, hail.
That's
all of
true.
It.
that's
You have
your
to.
job.
Can't stop you.
Don't complain.
Right now in Holland,
Yeah.
they're having hail
Oh.
that is, I'm talking softballs.
That's crazy.
And I mean, there's footage, and it's just boom,
Yeah.
boom,
And it
car,
destroys-
windshield
it
destroyed,
destroys
boom, boom,
everything.
and they took a
Car,
picture,
destroys
and it's like that big in someone's arm, and it's like, I mean, yeah, that'll kill you.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
kill
yeah,
you.
Dude, insurance better pay off.
Yeah.
Oh my
That-
god,
Can you imagine having like a car lot? It's like, well, my whole inventory's done.
yeah, that's
All my
over.
Teslas.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah. Damn. Anyway,
Oh, man.
thank you, Dan Beaver. We're gonna cut you loose here.
Later,
Bye,
Dan.
Dan.
Thank you, Garrett. Go ahead. Favorite post credits zinger. Favorite post credits scene.
Now, you've seen all the Marvel movies. So
Yeah,
you have,
I was
you have a
I was just
plethora.
thinking of like which Samuel L. Jackson one specifically could be my favorite, but
Mhm.
but I don't know. Post credit, post zing a ding ding. Damn, I'm trying to think of one that was actually good that I liked, or one that I could actually recall correctly.
You know, the ones that we
it's
discussed.
got to be something after Deadpool. What was after Deadpool? I think
Someone
something.
just brought that up, but they wouldn't tell us what it was.
Yeah.
It said
secret.
something like, it was like Ferris Bueller, they said.
Does he talk to the
Oh,
crowd?
you know what? Hey, you know what is one? It was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and it was a Howard the Duck thing.
Yeah, that's the one I
That was
chose.
Kevin.
And it was like full CG Howard the Duck one-liner. No one got it in the audience because
when we saw it,
they're
it
all
was
a bunch
like
of kids.
crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, the joke did not
It's
go
not
over.
setting up another movie.
No,
It's like
because like Benicio del Toro in a CG duck, which put him in the Lucas costume if you want to really make it a spoiler.
I wish they would have done
if I
that.
go on that fucking Guardians of the Galaxy ride at Disney California Adventure and Howard the Duck isn't fucking in that
Oh,
locked in one of those
menagerie?
cells,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Did you guys have Mega 64's prodigal pastor come on last night?
yeah.
Was he here?
Yeah, we got him.
We did have. I think
And
Dr. Scrape.
Dr.
had a-
Scrape
had
was
a-
here, I
yeah.
know, but he had a guest on. Wow.
I'm not sure. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that-
not,
that-
I
it's not
saw
really
some of it.
my belief system.
Those
but-
lines get blurry. I'm glad he left behind some
Yeah, he said we needed that.
for the set.
Just for our lives.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. How you doing, Garrett?
Good. I just, I was doing a little work, got my coffee, I got my Pokemon.
Oh my God. It's on your coffee.
nice.
Yeah, it's like I do like
That
a
kind of
multitask.
shows you how much you drink coffee if it's on your cup.
Yeah. Well, I shake this. I get all caffeinated, and I shake this around
Get
like
all
a.
over the-
You have you
Yeah.
you have your
caffeinate
coffee
everything.
more than you have your
Just
rest.
kinda
apparently.
spurts.
Everything's
Everything on my desk has coffee
layer
stains.
caffeination on
Yeah.
everything.
It's like a mist I live in for 8 hours a day.
You know, yesterday Rock got his first cup of coffee. He drank the whole entire cup of coffee.
how'd you
Rocco
feel?
did.
Yeah, yesterday, first time in 33 years of being alive,
Coffee.
as old as Christ, as when he died.
Is that
this
true?
May be how
I
I
didn't know.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's a hell of a
this
drug.
may be when I die. I had a cup of coffee because I was
Don't
not,
you feel manly when you
not
have like
feeling good going in. I felt like a bus had hit me,
Right.
and my throat hurt. I needed something hot to drink, and it
that
was
sucks.
like, I just need. You know what? Give me a coffee. And it's like, what? Are you serious? It's like, I don't really like the taste of coffee. I'll barge it.
Yeah,
I'll drink it. I just need something hot, and I think it will pick me up, right? Okay. And it did. Man, I was good after that. I was hey.
Still never done it. Never
They
had a
ha-
cup of coffee in my life.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Not one.
It's not good.
Not one. I've tried it.
a black
It
cup
wasn't-
of coffee,
I
like
still
that
don't love the
strong,
taste.
bitter. You don't think there's something that like puts hair on your chest when you?
Well,
drink
I don't
it?
have any hair on my chest.
I don't
and think
either,
now
but
you know why.
I'm trying to get there.
Well, you got it yesterday.
I didn't love the taste,
Hmm.
but it was like, well, you drink energy drinks that taste like shit too. So okay,
True.
yeah, that's not
And I
bad.
think coffee's much better for you than energy drinks.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
oh yeah.
Definitely.
there's that.
Yeah.
Does the coffee make you shit?
It gets you regular. There's, you drink that cup of coffee, you feel it doing its business, and then, it's
And then you do
usually
your business.
So you drink
time to do your
you
business.
drink
Do a little paperwork.
coffee, and then like an hour later you have to shit. Like
It's different for everyone. It depends on like if you had a full stomach. It's definitely like coffee is a diuretic, so it'll make you piss
Ah.
and shit more than you would if you were just drinking water.
I see.
Eric is in the chat and he said, Sean should man up and have a cup. And then he wrote, who needs some more nervous energy? Sean.
You're right, Eric. Eric knows me very well.
Espresso, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So that was a weird experience.
Yeah, I drink drip coffee throughout the weekday, and then I kind of take it off on weekends unless we're That's not true because on the way into the podcast, I'll stop.
You
for
always
a cup.
get coffee, yeah. I'm trying to think of a time where I see you without a cup of coffee, and I can't honestly
I
tell you.
like to have a beverage.
Used to be a Dr. Pepper.
Used to be a Dr. Pepper. Now
That's true. It's
and I
better.
worked it down to. I was like, God, what's still something that's not just fucking water? Like I could do water. I could do the bubbly water, but I don't like just drinking tap. Like regular plain water. I've always just hate drinking water. Unless it's for
I've never had
sports.
that issue. I know a lot of people with that issue.
If I'm exercising or it's sports, it's like, dude, give me plain
water, yeah.
room temperature water.
Yeah.
I will go to town and cool my system.
Yes.
But when it's walking around or being at work or just hanging out, I don't like to just drink. I've never liked water.
Yeah.
Really?
But I love water at night and like all the way up until the morning, and then it's like, okay, I want orange juice, then I want tea, then I want So I'm with you, but once it gets dark, it's like I want water.
It's a problem when we were all like 19 and 20 and going like, I can have Dr. Pepper every 5 minutes.
There's no parent telling you not to do this.
There's 2 big gulp refills a day for 89 cents. Like that's great. I just did that like a maniac. Good thing it never caught up with me.
I have water all the time, every day, except then when we travel or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll start having. I don't have juice here at home. I really don't. When we travel, I do, for the explicit reason I don't want to piss.
Yeah.
I hate. We're out. We're doing stuff. We're setting up. Whatever. I don't want to like keep having because when I drink water, I will inevitably. A minute later, I'll be peeing.
Juice, no.
Juice just takes longer to get through the system. Yeah. You know what I mean?
If I don't eat, like yesterday, I didn't eat all day because I wasn't feeling that great, but I was still drinking a lot of liquid. I had to pee probably 5,000 times. Like, I couldn't.
Oh yeah, if you don't eat, I'll pee every
Holy
2
shit!
seconds.
Yeah,
really.
Which I realize now is why I always have to pee on an airplane because I don't eat. I don't eat when I fly.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the risk of like feeling sick in any way. So I'm like, I'm just not going to eat, and then I'll eat once I land. But then I drink all the drinks they give me. Yeah. And I have to pee 1,000 times on the plane.
You know what's funny? I know a specific example that one time we were all on the flight and you were at the back of the window seat. Yeah. And you got up and everyone else got up and you said to everyone, "Sorry, I haven't eaten anything." And no one in that row could understand why you said that. And it's funny. I heard you and I knew what you meant. Hey, you didn't eat anything, so the drinks are peeing them right out. But everyone else was like, he hasn't eaten it? Is he going to eat in the bathroom?
I'm starving.
Like, it wasn't clear to anybody else.
Gotta go eat some shit.
But I've known you long enough. I was like, I know what he said.
turds.
He hasn't eaten. So all the drinks are going right through him. I get it.
Oh, man. This is a kind of different topic, but we're talking about eating shit. I was driving here listening to Sports Talk Radio, and they just discovered 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and we're talking about it on the radio.
What?
On AM radio. Have you heard about this video called 2 Girls and a Cup?
Don't bring this up on AM radio in 2017.
Yeah, then his son happens to be in like the studio.
Oh,
I was like,
God.
You're 16. Have you seen it? Yeah, Dad, don't talk about this. You should it was like so embarrassing.
It's like Paul Ryan's kid dabbing next to him.
That was
What was more embarrassing, that or Paul Ryan dabbing later?
I don't even know who Paul Ryan is.
Paul Ryan did a town hall
Paul Ryan
afterwards,
is?
and he said, "Oh, is this
I'm
what you
out
do?"
of this bullshit.
And
you really have no idea. You know who Paul Ryan is?
Dude, I haven't had cable TV
Do you know Mike Pence's?
in so long, so I get no like network TV.
You know Mike Pence?
Did you know who that is?
I've heard that name.
Well, who is he?
Is he running with Donald Trump?
Yeah.
He was for his VP. Yeah.
VP, yeah.
He's running, and some say
He's the
they
VP
won.
elect, right?
Some say
they won.
the election
I haven't
is
watched
over.
the news in a while.
Depends on who you ask. No, I mean this fucking circus is out of control.
Yeah.
So I just don't
Terrible.
care.
Well, hey, I kind of admire that because I wish I didn't know what I know.
It doesn't fucking serve me in any way.
Yeah, I guess it really doesn't. Yeah.
To worry about it.
People are
or
saying
even
like
know.
I saw,
and
this,
I'm not embarrassed that I don't know like what Ron Paul looks like or
Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan, yeah, whatever.
Paul Binders.
Was he the Binders guy?
No, that was Mitt Romney.
If anything, like the meme humor coming out of it is mildly amusing.
Remember how the Binders thing was a scandal?
Yeah.
That was a scandal?
Because he was sexist.
That seems like the innocent old days.
Can you imagine?
Yep.
I mean, what night and day happened in 4 years?
Hey.
Plus, like the real world, like how real world it like happens, like is so not on all this political like crazy shit.
See,
this is like such a focus on such a small minutia bullshit.
I'm gonna sound like a real old man. I remember when someone wasn't allowed to be president because they went, "We're gonna take back the White House!" Yeah! Oh, that's it. He's eliminated.
Too
He's
late.
eliminated.
Get the fuck out.
Eliminated.
Dunzo. Yeah. Yeah. I saw these things like, don't give Trump the satisfaction of watching the inauguration with the ratings. He'll just be like, rub that in your face. You know, watch it on this service so that way he won't know who watches it.
I didn't watch the Obama
My theory was don't watch it at all.
Yeah.
Because who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I didn't watch the Obama
I don't know.
one either.
I watched that one. I mean, it was on when I was at home, so.
Politics shit has always been like, the wise elders in the tribe. You know, they take grandparents worry about that shit.
Okay.
Like my parents are probably just now starting
They're
to worry
getting
about
in
it. Yeah, they're
Okay.
into it where they kind of want to talk to me about it, and I'm like,
Sure.
yeah, but I got Final Fantasy 14. Thank you. Yeah, they do all drive in a car together. It's weird. We've never seen that before.
Tallreel just opened the government of Tallreel or whatever.
Yeah,
Dude,
we're doing airships in our government.
Disney
so it's all
World.
good.
At Disney World, the Hall of Presidents closed last night. There's a sign in front of it. We are closed until the summer to add a new president to our hall. That is going to be
Gotta
so
honor the
weird.
man.
That is going to be so weird because as it stands right now, that show
Game
it's
recognizes
moving.
game.
It's moving, but it ends poetically almost because the show starts and it has a movie and it's like we started our country not to get away from the UK where a king was dominated us. No, we chose to create a nation where any of us could be the president of the United. You know, like very heroic. Yeah. And then at the end, you know, they show animatronics of all the presidents, and then at the very end, and now we swear in Barack. It's Morgan Freeman narrating Barack Hussein Obama, and he shows up, and it's like, you know, look how far we've come. Right. It's very like whatever. I just can't. What's Donald Trump gonna say? I know I'd do it. I knew it. I said I'd win. I did. You know, like what?
Dude, big league. He's gonna just go big league.
So I said that to
big league.
Not even. Hey, I'm not even getting into anyone's personal politics. Donald Trump is just not that guy that would talk like.
Yeah, seriously.
He's just gonna show up and be like, "All right, yes, that's it. You know, you losers. You said I couldn't. I did it." But what I said all that to Derek.
Yeah.
And Derek said, "Well, the show is almost better now." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he said, well, the theme of the show is that any one of us can become president.
I guess you're
a guy
right.
from TV became president.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Well, then,
I think
really,
like,
so the show is better than
I have
ever.
a better shot at being the president today than I did 4 years ago.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're internet superstar.
Oh, you're a dream.
You're next.
You're a
Yeah.
dream.
All the
today.
things that I've said in the podcast, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you're not
some
35
of the things,
yet.
Some
but
of the
the
things
second
Derek
you
said.
are,
I'm almost
do it.
35. I'm getting there.
Run it.
I want to run for fucking president.
Do
Derek
it.
says he's going to. I don't think he's really going to.
He can't. Some of the stuff he said, I think. Is
Yeah,
too
people
far.
are going to load up the clip of what he.
Yeah, and I was
fucked up stuff
on
he said.
camera not agreeing with that at all.
So you
You just had some marital spouts. That's about it. and
Marital
everything else.
spouts.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They're gonna look into problems you and Jenny. They're gonna air that dirty laundry.
I don't think we have any dirty
You've
laundry.
been on this podcast just complaining.
Yeah.
I'm not.
They're gonna say your trash smells.
They're gonna
and
be
not
like,
make it
Oh, they're gonna know that my trash.
They're gonna
stinks.
know your
What was in
trash
his
stinks.
trash that it smells?
They're gonna know that you spilled milk on your shoe.
I think I'd be a good president.
First lactose intolerant president.
Now, granted, I'm not that smart, but I feel like that's not necessary anymore.
You don't want that
You don't
job.
really need to be that
Dude,
smart.
you do not want that job.
I think I do.
No.
Oh yeah, I can take
You're
criticism.
gonna get
Go
blamed
ahead.
for what if something like 9/11 happens?
Then I'm gonna.
That's on you.
Why is it? I didn't
You're
do
going to
it.
have to go
But
down.
it's on Bush. Everyone thinks about
Oh well, he
him sitting in that
organized
fucking
it.
classroom.
He orchestrated that.
reading that children's book like almost upside down.
Hey,
that was Photoshop.
I'm going to say something.
I know.
I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Going back to the Hall of Presidents.
Fake news.
thing.
Yeah.
During that show, before all the animatronics come out, they showed like a movie, but you know, it's all the things that happen in America up to now. I have to say this, you know, wasn't a George Bush fan.
Bold
But the
stance.
footage of him down with all the people after 9/11 just happened. I hear you.
Right.
America hears you. Man, that
Oh, yeah.
that gets
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
You know, it's like he's notoriously the president everyone joked
Right.
about. No, Bush. Oh, pfft. But
was a
that was
layman.
well done. That
Yeah.
was well done. That him talking and down there with all those guys standing up on the thing with them.
Yeah.
And the fireman like says, "Oh, I'll get down." Like the president can come up here. He's like, "No, you stand with me."
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
That was well done.
It's probably something it's probably one of the few things that came from the fucking heart. because he's down there, he's in it, and
Yeah.
he's emotionally
I
connected to the situation. Whereas
Yeah.
other speeches, he knows what his board of directors told him to say at the agenda meeting
Do you
previous
know?
morning. So
Would you be able to name the vice president for George Bush?
George Bush,
George
Senior?
W. Bush.
George W. Bush. Who was his VP? It was Dan. No,
I know. I
Dan
almost said
Quayle.
the same thing.
Dan Quayle.
who's
almost
around
said
that
the same
time?
thing.
Oh, it was Dick Cheney.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it was
See,
asshole
you know.
for
For some
fucking
reason-
Satan's bunghole
I
himself.
would have blanked on
Cheney,
that
yeah.
for a second too.
Yeah.
Well, you forget. He wants you to forget.
Yeah, because that's what the devil does.
Yeah, the devil does.
The greatest trick the devil ever played was to tell the world he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
I was going to say one of my favorite stories on Howard Stern. We should go.
We should go. Yeah, me and I gotta go.
One of my favorite stories
work?
on Howard Stern ever was Kid Rock was on and talked about going to he did some Republican event and then went and like got food and they had a buffet and then sitting just chilling eating was George Bush. Years out, and he's like, I hadn't seen that guy in forever.
Yeah.
Since he left the office. And he went over just like, hey man, it's like, hey, and he's like, really friendly guy. And it was like, hey, I'm doing a show, for this thing coming up soon. I would love, you should come up and introduce it. No one would see that coming.
Right.
George Bush was like, hey, are you ready for rock and roll?
Yeah.
Like George
That'd be
Bush.
hilarious.
And he said, you will never get me on stage.
Oh,
Like,
really?
what do you mean? He's like, oh, I made it out. I'm done. I left. I'm done. Like, I
He's
don't
like,
basically.
it can't get any fucking worse.
I'm like vanished into the shadows.
Yeah.
I
Weren't
left.
you telling me that Obama, like what he said he wants to do once he gets out of office? Is
Oh, yeah.
he wants
yeah.
to set up a store in Hawaii, and the only thing you can buy there is a white shirt and medium, and that's it. That's it. He said, "I'm done making decisions.
Yeah.
I just want you walk in. If you know what you get, that's it. There's no decisions to be made.
He said, we have anything you want as long
medium.
as it's a white shirt in medium.
And then that's it. If you don't like it, you can leave.
Do you have this in large? No, we don't.
That's
We're never
fat
going to get it
shaming.
either.
Yeah. So
I thought that was really
I'm going. Hey, and I'm a medium. So Obama,
I am
see you in
too,
Hawaii.
but I don't wear white.
I will now.
Oh.
Anyway,
Why not a black shirt?
Me and Rocco gotta go. We have a filming shoot. We
Yes.
gotta do.
All right.
I
Well, I came here to like scare some MLK casters, and mission accomplished. I jumped right in,
That's true.
a la Rocco Bodie style.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I don't know. You said "fuck you" to me. I don't know if you said that or not.
He would never say
I
that.
didn't actually.
Rocco would
see
never
that.
say that.
I never said that.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the chat log up on my computer at work, and I just kind of like see what everyone's talking about, but
Yeah.
I can't see the audio.
I'm enjoying. I haven't watching. I was watching the Doctor last night.
See the audio, you know.
So
You have trouble seeing audio?
just the typing.
Don't have that synesthesia going?
No, a lot of people trying to get rid of racism and figure it out.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
okay. Well, we have to go.
Yes, we do have to
We have a
go.
secret shoot with
All right.
Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
fucking secret.
fuck, dude.
Yeah, man.
Shouldn't have said that.
We're in the new Indiana Jones. He's directing it.
I'm mad you made
I'm the
Rocco.
new Indiana Jones.
Rocco
It's
is.
me.
I'm the
it's
new.
literally
I'm
me.
Rocco's son.
I'm the whip. We ghostwrite him.
I thought we were gonna do full CG whip. What, you're actually using?
Do you remember that drama
Yes.
with Indiana Jones 4?
Yes.
They were gonna do CG whip.
CG whip.
Yeah, George Lucas said, hey, it's too much of a liability now to have a real whip, so we're going to do a CG whip. Hey, most badass actor moment ever. Oh, yeah, that's for you.
What was that piece of chicken?
Harrison Ford said, oh, yeah, I walk. Regular whip or I'm out. And they said, okay, we got to do it. Anyway.
Thank you, Harrison.
Thank you. Those are your favorite movie zingers. Thanks.
Thank you.
This week we plan to.
Who knows
keep
when we're gonna come
watching.
on.
We'll be back on in just a few minutes.
Do you think Royce is the one enjoying this week the most? I bet he is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I bet Royce is enjoying this the most because he doesn't have to watch this shit.
Yep.
But we still love you, Royce.
Shouts out, Roy.
Shouts out, Royce.
All right. We'll be back in just a few.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Okay.